The Paris Olympics has already completed its first week. And in this first week, we have seen some unique performances, some thrilling matches, and obviously India's medal winning moments. So, hoping for more, we begin this episode of Tidbits on the Olympics.
2 bronze and a 4th place finish. Manu Bhakar is the new poster girl for Indian sport. The 3rd medal for India was won by Swapnil Kushale, again in shooting. And some superb performance by Laksh Sen and our hockey team sum up India's performance in the first week of Paris 2024.
The Indian Railways. Way back from 16th April 1853, the Indian Railways is a part of Indian history. Though marred by several controversies and accidents, the Indian Railways is a strong unifying force in our country. But why talking about Indian Railways in a sports program, in an Olympic program? Yes, this lifeline of Indian economy is the lifeline of Indian sports as well. Throughout the years, the players of Indian Railways have contributed immensely to India's performance at the Olympics.
From Kishan Lal to PK Banerjee, from V. Bhaskaran to Shushila Chanu, all these Indian Olympians happen to be part of Indian Railways.
PT Usha was also part of Railways. She was in Southern Railway, and when she participated in Olympics, that time she was in Railways.
This list also includes Olympic medalist Sushil Kumar, Vijendra Singh, Sakshi Malik, Mirabai Chanu, and this year's bronze medalist Swapnil Kushale. In 2012 London Olympics, 12 among 81 athletes were from the Railways. This was followed by a massive 35 athletes in 2016 Rio and 25 in 2020 Tokyo. However, this year the number has slightly decreased.
This year, 18 players from Indian Railways are participating Olympics.
Nonetheless, the Railways continue to nurture talents with a tradition that started 96 years back.
In 1928, the Indian Railways Athletic Association was formally established to promote sports in national and international level. Since then, it has been a stupendous journey of nurturing and scouting talents and preparing highly competent athletes for our nation.
We recruit only the professional players, means who have performed a medal-winning performance in junior or senior national championship, and after scrutinizing, we recruit them. So we have the cream of the sports person from all over the nation. जो ओपन एडवर्टाइजमेंट रिक्रूटमेंट होती है उसके लिए तो 18 to 25 एज में हम लोग लेते हैं उनको, लेकिन एक टैलेंट स्काउटिंग करके प्रोविज़न है रेलवे से कि टैलेंट स्काउटिंग में नॉर्मली जो रिस्पेक्टिव गेम का कोच है हर एक मेजर चैम्पियनशिप नहीं तो नेशनल चैम्पियनशिप में जाके आइडेंटिफाई करता है कि ही विल बी और शी विल बी एन एसेट फॉर आवर टीम. जॉब देने के बाद उनका पूरा वो परमानेंट जॉब रहता है, लेकिन उनका परफॉर्मेंस इन्हांस करने के लिए भी पूरी जिम्मेदारी रेलवे लेती है. फिर अपने पास फिर रेलवे के पास मैक्सिमम इंसेंटिव्स है, तो हर मेडल विनिंग परफॉर्मेंस पे उनको एक इंक्रीमेंट 2 इंक्रीमेंट दिए जाते हैं, मतलब एज पर देयर प्लेस इन नेशनल्स. फिर उनको 330 डेज की स्पेशल कैजुअली मिलती है इन ए ईयर. और अगर अच्छा मतलब प्लेयर है और जिसमें रेलवेज को लगता है कि ये बंदा या बंदी गारंटेड इंडिया के लिए रिप्रेजेंट कर सकती है, तो उनको हम लोग हमारे हिसाब से साई के जो सेंटर्स रहते हैं ऑल ओवर इंडिया, हर एक सेंटर में कोई 5-5, 6-6 डिसिप्लिन लेके वो लोग अपने वो प्लेयर्स को ट्रेन कर दे.
So it's all about starting early, maybe from school. Yes, a school plays a very important part in a child's development as a sportsman. But a child should also be very much interested, very much passionate about sports. At least they should know about the sporting traditions, sporting history, and so on and so forth. To have a better understanding on this, we were in a school among the students talking and discussing Olympics. Today I am at the campus of Treehouse High School, Virar, and they are celebrating a week-long festival. And I have with me our principal ma'am, Ms. Manisha Mehta. Welcome, ma'am, and it's a pleasure to be here at Treehouse High School on this special occasion. And what do you say about this?
Yeah, thank you, ma'am, and thank you for your time as well. And we are really glad that you are here with us on this Founders Day. Today is the day, according to the CBSE, to promote indigenous sport.
Yes, ma'am. So you are promoting indigenous sports and indigenous sports as a whole. So sports help us to build team spirit. Sports helps to inculcate the feeling of nationality in an individual. So, and Olympics is also basically about all these things. So you were doing a great job, ma'am.
Yeah, it is. But these things actually should start from right from the beginning in the foundational years, and giving awareness about these kind of sports and about the big, like how a child with continuous perseverance can make it so big. I think this is a great start, and it can all happen in school only.
Yes, definitely. School is the place from where it can start, and to encourage students to take up sport, whoever is interested, obviously. So, what is Treehouse doing about this thing?
We have as you can see, the campus is good. We have a lot of sports facilities, and we promote both indoor and outdoor sport. There are coaches who are coming, and with this kind of awareness, with you who is into it and creating awareness, I think we'll do a great job ahead.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And let's celebrate sports. Let's celebrate the Olympics. As we have seen that Olympic is not only a sporting event, it's a type of movement, Olympic movement. So first we can start with, what is the motto of Olympic?
The motto of Olympic is Altius, Citius and Fortius, which means to be stronger, higher and faster.
So Olympic help us to aim higher, to move faster and be strong. But something else is added to this Olympic motto recently. So yes.
On the 20th of July 2021, the communator part was added to the motto of the Olympics, and I believe it has really helped harness the togetherness of the Olympian movement since then, where people from all around the world come together and participate. It has expressed the aspirations of the Olympian movement very well, not only in an athletic or technical sense, but also in a moral and educational perspective.
Suhani, it's wonderful. You have explained it very well. So Olympic means higher, stronger, faster and be together. So togetherness is one of the objective of Olympics. So what do you think, why people, why athletes are so much excited to take part in one single Olympics?
Athletes come from different cultures and backgrounds, and they come together to compete, and it's a fantastic way to promote peace and understanding.
Yes, obviously. And Gia, another thing is that they are only given medals and not any other cash prize or rewards or everything. But to have that medal representing the nation is also one of the most important thing of Olympics.
Ma'am, as per me, I believe that the players only get medals and no other prizes in terms of cash or rewards. But the happening of the opening and closing parades, the players come with the parade with their national dress, with their national flags, which purely gives goosebumps.
The Olympics provides a big stage for the athletes to show how good they are, and it also makes the country look good. Every time the country wins a medal, the athletes of the country win a medal, it makes the country better at the sport. And also, like he said, the closing and opening events are really cool. it makes us proud for being of that country.
So, single appearance at the Olympics is very valuable to an athlete's life. One thing I want to say, whoever athletes get the gold medal, the national anthem is played. So, can anybody say how many times the Indian national anthem has been played in the Olympics? Means how many gold medals have been won by India? Yes.
India has won a total of 10 gold medals in individual sports. There is Abhinav Bindra, who has won a gold medal in 2008 in shooting category, and Neeraj Chopra, who has won a gold medal in 2021 in the javelin throw category. And in total, group sport, hockey is the most won gold medal sport, and the total times the national anthem that has been played is around 5 times.
Why 5 times and not 10 times in
Because
total?
before 1947, India was under colonial rule, and India had won 3 or 4 times. Three times,
medals. So it comes to 7 times
Yeah.
the national anthem has been played. So whenever this national anthem is being played, it gives goosebumps for all the athletes, and not only for the athletes, all the citizens of that country. But there is one aspect of the Olympics. There are certain athletes who do not represent a country. You know about that. So how is it?
Although the very essence of the Olympics is the patriotism, the kinship, but some athletes do not represent their countries or any country as a matter of fact. There could be a variety of reasons possible for this. It could be due to the suspension of the national Olympic committees in their respective countries, social or political conflict, then sanctions, bans, etc. So to ensure that these gifted athletes have a platform to showcase their talent, to earn the rightful recognition that they deserve, they participate through the Independent Olympic Athletes category,
Yes.
IOA for short.
Under the Olympic
Yes.
banner. They represent the Olympic committee actually. And there are some other athletes too.
There are certain refugee teams. This is a special movement set up by the Olympic community where the Olympic organization trains and fosters a sense of inclusivity amongst the ones who cannot actually represent their country and they have to leave their country for some uncertain circumstances. They are trained and monitored in a way that they can play under the refugee team flag.
I want to add a point that the Refugee Olympic Team is a remarkable initiative by the International Olympic Committee (IOC) to provide a platform for the athletes displaced by war, persecution, or any other violence. The IOC's Olympic Solidarity Program provides scholarship to the refugee athletes, hence helping them to pursue their sporting career. Thank you.
Very good, very good. So you have added to this point. And anything else? Anybody who want to add something?
Sports or the Olympics is basically is creating a welcoming environment for the athletes from different religions, from different castes, from different ethnicities, ages, abilities, and everything. Basically, sports makes every person participate and succeed in it. It's all about creating an enthusiasm amongst the athletes of the different countries and different regions, and it is also a way to resolve the conflicts between two individuals, two organizations, two countries, or many things.
Very good point. Noted by. So now as we are nearing to the end of this discussion, I just want to say that what message do you want to give to our Indian Olympic contingent this time? Again. It was such a satisfying experience. The students were all bang on. With this, we end this episode here. Next week, we will be back with the ultimate episode of this season's Tidbits on the Olympics. Till then, goodbye and wishing all the other athletes best of luck for the rest of the Olympics.